I'm living in this world.
The first time I was on, yeah.
That's why I
bro.
did it.
We gotta drop that somehow, some way, bro.
The
I folded
video,
on that.
right?
Yeah, I folded on
Bro,
that.
the audio's out. Go check that out. But we're not here for that.
Facts. Weird.
I'm gonna let my co-host. This is a co-host of the Drop Dead Fred show. It could be temporary. It could be permanent. I don't know. Y'all let me know.
Right.
He's gonna interview me today, but I'm gonna let him do his thing. So
For sure. Yeah, I'll take the reins today. This is my show.
yeah, this is your show.
I'm Fred today.
This is Drop Dead Shish.
Yes, sir. Drop Dead Shish. 814 Simeon.
Yes, sir. That's my name.
A wise man once said, "Like a con artist, I stick to my scheme." You know who said that?
Yeah, I think it was a AI. No, I'm just joking. That was me.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see.
What
What
song was that?
Hold on. I'm out of control.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Let me be honest with you though. You know what's crazy?
Uh-huh.
There's one song on my whole catalog, and I'm sorry if I'm cutting you off. If you're going deeper into that.
No.
There's one song on my whole catalog that somebody else wrote half of the song, and you want to know what song it is? I'm out of control. But it's not that line. I wrote that line, but the first half of that song, my boy had a song with me that he didn't want to release, but I liked his verse.
Okay.
And I was like, bro, should I? And he was like, yeah, because I'm never going to rap.
Okay.
And it made me like, bro, this kid can write. Like, it made me think of a real future of, like, being able to write with people and stuff like that. But that was a while ago.
It's amazing how music is made, bro, and formulated.
Yeah, bro. Good looks,
That's
Narwhal.
the beauty of it, you know?
Good looks,
Yeah.
Narwhal.
Actually, you know, that's, yeah, so it's early. Yeah, that's my warm-up, you know what I'm saying? Describe the line, though.
Okay, so
Well, what does that mean to you?
let me run it back to like a con artist, I stick to my schemes, shitting on rappers. You think I ate beans? To me, like when I wrote the song, I was trying to make words rhyme and make them sound hard.
Of course.
Now, to me, and this could be me being fake or whatever. To me, when I'm actually making the music, it don't mean that much to me coming out of my mouth. It's when I reflect on the music I made that I really am able to process it, kind of.
Okay.
So, like, after I listen to it, I'm like, oh, that's so hard. And basically what that means is a con artist is, like, sticks to his schemes. And, like, in this lifestyle that we live, so what I interpreted it as in my AI mind, right, is I have to be delusional in this life, and I have to stick to the plan because nobody else is going to believe in it. So that's really what that, like, legitly means after, because every song I make, bro, it means nothing at the moment of coming out of my mouth, and I reflect back on it, and most of them have meaning.
I when I listen to your music, I hear, as weird as this might sound, but I hear a little bit of like a Meek Mill
That's
kind
respect.
of a flow, you know what I mean? Like an emphasis.
Not bad.
You got that cadence, you know what I mean? And
Thank
is that
you.
somebody that influenced you in music at all? Is that somebody that you listen to, or
No Diddy, but yeah, like, definitely. I fuck with Meek Mill. He's hard. I'm just fucking with you, Meek Mill. Please, I would love to do a feature, but seriously, you know how this world is. We gotta get clout, so I had to say it. He's probably thinking, no, you fucking didn't. But, nah. Meek Mill, like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, like, when he rapped on the Eminem beat back in the day, the Ooh Kill 'Em, the Ooh Kill 'Em, that was the first song I heard on him. And it's gonna sound mad privileged of me to say this, right? So my dad took me on a cruise when I was young, right? And that was the first song by Meek Mill I heard on a cruise. I was mad young too when I went on this cruise, and like, he says it was one of the biggest mistakes he made because, you know, I was being a dick, but it was probably because I was running around the deck listening to this Meek Mill song, and I was thinking, holy shit, wow, it feels great the way this music makes me feel, but I'm on a cruise ship. That's mad twisted.
Nah, man, you vibing, bro.
Nah, bro, I was about to run up somebody's bag.
Yeah.
I was acting way out of pocket. I wasn't acting like it was like Malibu's Most Wanted in that cruise ship.
Oh man, dude. Yeah, bro, Meek, just timeless
Yeah.
classics, you know what I mean? Just a legend within his own right. But yeah, I hear that.
And his features, bro, like, yeah, dude, I can't even lie. I appreciate that because that's a different take that I've gotten. That's a first take that I've gotten. So I definitely appreciate that because I definitely listened to a lot of Meek Mill growing up. And I mean, for me, like, I think that he has the secret bangers. Like, he has some shit that like most people haven't heard. But like, cause everybody's heard Dreams and Nightmares. But that, don't get me wrong, it hits. But like some of his features, bro. I just shout out, like, he has this one song I think with DaBaby, and it was on like one of DaBaby's albums, and I think it was My Brother's Keeper, and it was like not a great album, but like, bro, not. But when I said not a great album, it was a great album, but it wasn't as hyped up as all the other albums would be, like like Suge or whatever, like whatever he had before that.
I feel that.
And bro, like that's where like the hidden gems are though, like.
Got 8 figures.
Yeah. You know that song, or you look? Did you just narwhal me?
No.
Did you narwhal me?
No, just make sure I'm on my P's and Q's.
8
at
figures,
all times.
bro. 8 figures. I think it's on DC 13, or it's I don't know the album name. It's DC something.
Nah, you were right. You were
Is it?
absolutely right at
All
first. You're absolutely right at first.
It was Offended.
It was on My Brother's Keeper.
Yeah, no. I was talking about another song too that he had some feature artists on. It was on it was on an original Meek Mill album though, and it was called Offended. That's another one. I don't know why I'm hyping on music does not need any help. Go listen to my music, bro.
Nah, it's cool. Hey, you know what I mean? It started from somewhere.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean?
Just speaking facts, like that's just like delivering pizza, driving around.
Right.
Meek Mill talking about getting money, man. So that was always motivational.
Who were your inspirations as far as music? Did you have any?
Yeah, bro. Like I had different phases. Like Eminem was the original starter, but like as I grow and as I evolved, like it was, like I want to shout out X, for real, because when I found X, he made me want to make a different style of music. Like he gave me like an idea of like, and that's the thing that I haven't even been able to share. Like for real, is like I have some songs that they're not pretty, bro. Like they ain't pretty at all, and they ain't like some of them are recorded, some of them aren't. And like whenever I heard him for the first time, it was Jocelyn Flores. I've heard like the banger songs by him before, but it was the first time he made me feel like, wow, this person is going through something that I feel like I might have been able to understand, but I have no idea. And that night, man, wrote on that Jocelyn Flores beat, and that was like pretty much the kicking factor. Like I always loved music, but that was the kicking factor when I would tell people, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. Like no lie, right now, 100%, put this on everything I love. If you sit there and you say you couldn't believe that I was gonna be an artist, that's what I was gonna do, you're fucking lying. Cause like from the age of like any age, bro, but I would say age of 15 on, no matter what happened, like new school, what you do? I rap. And nobody rapped. You know who I used to have to rap battle? I used to have to rap battle a Hick. And he wasn't bad, bro. But he had that draw, and he just wanted to rap because he was slow. And I was slow, too. I was definitely slow, but, bro, rap was always there. Every step of the way, rap was there. So anybody that's like, oh, I can't believe he's doing that. Yeah, you can. Stop lying to yourself. Come on.
No.
Yeah. Definitely believe it.
So was I'm Not Arguing or Empire Demo your first song? I was looking up your tapes. I was trying to figure out which one your first release was. Did you have released music that you deleted prior to that?
So you should be able to find. First release was Simeon. The song was named Simeon. Bro, that's a banger. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, that was the first song I ever dropped. Maybe I dropped a song called Constable Freestyle before that. And Empire, I don't even know when Empire came, but yeah, bro. I was dropping. I met with Tim Odom, and he recorded me. I recorded a song called Jerry Can Freestyle, or Jerry Can Mode, and then I recorded Constable Freestyle, then Simeon. So Simeon would be my first release. There was another song called Deja Vu that I don't think it's out anymore, but that was my second. That was released the day my son was born.
Okay. And where can I find that? Where can the people find that?
And I gotta check, but I think I might have it locked on SoundCloud. All those, so I might be able to unlock them. So if you check SoundCloud after this, I will definitely try to unlock anything that would be locked up, besides my 6 minute freestyle because it's trash. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, I like listening to progression. But like Simeon, bro, you can find Simeon on YouTube. The song Simeon, that was my first drop, and dude, I'm telling you, most people. That's why like I had a false like confidence because you know how like we had a conversation where like all our music was trash in the beginning, you know, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe I'm just like delusional, but my shit, I definitely had trash songs.
Mm-hmm.
But the first one, the Simeon, that stepped me up to like a wrong level because I thought I was only supposed to make a hit like hits like that. Like that has a whole story. That's a real song, a real put together song. So that was pretty wild. That was one of like the first 3 songs I recorded was something that I still consider to probably be top 10.
Okay. Top 10 of the music that you've made.
Top 10 of the music I made, yeah. I would say it'd be later on the list because I made a lot of great stuff. But I would just say, just because of the fact of my age and it being my second time in a studio, like for real, my second time in a studio, no pen, no paper, bro, head, all in my head. Listening to that back, like there was something else helped me flow through that.
Sure. It's again, I've said it to you before. It's funny hearing yourself from the start to the progression
right.
to where you are now.
Right, and that's like, yeah, that's the crazy part. Not to cut you off, but like, that's what I meant when I said started a little higher than I should have, like in my own head, was because then I didn't really take it as serious, like, and you could hear it like cuts, like that Empire demo that you just brought up, like that. Like, I named it a freestyle or whatever when it was finally released. That's on my album called Legend Volume 2, Legend Volume 1. So that was my first album I dropped or whatever.
Okay.
Which I'm sorry if you're gonna bring that up, but
No, that's straight.
But yeah, bro, and like that's like if you listen to that album, you'll hear from the first song to the 7th song. The 7th song was another one that was another like, oh, he did it again. You know what I'm saying? Like in my head, like if you listen to my songs, you listen to Simeon, then you listen to every song I made to Out of City Bounds right there. Though every song in between those, you'll hear a lot of mess ups. You'll hear a lot of things. You'll be like, oh, he didn't really have it put together. But you'll be like, what was he doing with Simeon? What was he doing with Out of City Bounds? He was just locked in.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm like that too with my music.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll leave a couple of things. Nobody's perfect.
Right.
It gives you room to grow.
Yeah,
it gives the fans like, oh, okay, maybe he wasn't right here today, but tomorrow, next song, he will be.
Definitely.
Yeah, and I like ultimately like you said everywhere you go, you tell people like, oh, I rap, and you started listening to Eminem, but like, what led you to like fully like diving in and wanting to hone this craft and change your life and change your family's life?
I think it was just like knowing, like in the back of my head, like there was nothing else. Like at the end of the day, yes, I feel like I'm good at it. Yes, I feel like I might have a talent at it, but like I felt like that's what I was driven. Like I feel like everybody has gifts, and I feel like mine was meant to be useful in the entertainment business, not to be necessarily an entertainer, but to be useful in the entertainer business and like pass a positive message. That's just where I feel like I fit as a person. So like I feel like having these feelings and knowing what the truth is in your head and not acting upon them hurts your family. So I do it because I feel like in the long run, I'm probably going to become resentful and nasty if I don't actually chase things that I really want, because then I'm going to blame them on everybody else.
For sure.
Which I watch a lot in the world, but we're not going to talk about that.
No, that's the absolute truth, bro. And I agree, and I think that's why we're kind of like-minded individuals when it comes to that.
Definitely,
I think anybody who, pursues a passion of theirs thinks the same way, and believe it or not, that's a small majority of people, even though you might know 20 other rappers, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's still such a small majority of people.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, absolutely, bro. I completely understand where you're coming from. Yeah, as far as your family goes, talk to me about being a father and what it does for you on a mental, trying to balance being a father working, trying to accomplish your dreams, how it all ties in. How can you balance that? What's that like for people out there who don't know?
First off, I want to say I have no right and I have no position to tell anybody how to balance it because I am not sure how to yet. And that's not like saying like, oh,
Yeah,
you should.
how are you learning? How are you,
I would say realizing that you have 24 hours in the day, and like I have not done this great yet. I'm gonna clarify that again. You have 24 hours in a day. There are multiple hours before your family goes to bed that you should be with them. There are multiple hours when your family's asleep that you could be doing whatever you need, and there's multiple hours in the morning when your family's asleep that you could be doing whatever you need. And besides that, making sure that your physical life compass aligns with theirs. Like if you could pursue music, but every decision. I heard an artist say this too. So shout out Nick D, because like he made me realize that like because I don't want to make it in music and not have my family. That's like that's not a misconception in my story or anything, but that's just something that's like if somebody was like, oh, you can make it, da 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 da, I would know what lines would be drawn that would make me risk my family, and that's just not something I'm willing to do. So I guess having that line to draw, having that responsibility, and knowing you have it, and like knowing like I might not get this done right now, but if I want it, I can make it happen. But it's all about really dedicating the right amount of time to it. Like you can go overboard. I've gone overboard. It doesn't help nothing. It just you can go crazy with the workflow on the music, and then your family will suffer. Biggest thing is consistency. Once you find a way, once I find a way, like you listening, that's a father, you anybody that's out there relating to this, excuse me. Once I find a way that I am really taking my time valuably, which I do. I take my time serious, but I feel like if I say that, it's just going to lead me to not caring about it. Like not like really, oh, I'm doing fun. I'm not doing fun. I have way more time in the day, and I need to really focus in on what matters. So the decisions I make, like anything with music, has to rely go around my family's best interest. Like I'll do something if it's with my family's best interest.
Mm-hmm.
Now sitting like releasing thousands of songs and releasing without like a bunch of content, and if the world doesn't go to shit and everything stays straight and like streaming services are still a thing, if I just keep on going and chugging at that, I could for real make a career for myself and not have to worry about leaving my house.
Right, right.
So that's where I'm at with it. Is like there's possibilities with it. So take care of your family and follow your dreams.
Yeah, and I
The first part's more important though.
of course, and have faith in the Lord if you do
Yeah.
believe. But no, I ask because I know so many people that are in the same situation.
Right.
But what happens is they can't balance it because they do, how you said your dreams go around your family naturally, for
Right.
anybody, and they lose sight of their passion, or they can no longer pursue that, you know what I mean? So more power and respect to you for finding a way
Yeah.
to balance that.
And for me, like some people might not relate to this, but my son gave me my motivation. Like he gave me the push to release it. There's a big difference. I've been making music technically for my whole life. I've never shared my music with the world.
Right.
And
Okay.
that's what I did because of my son.
Okay.
And like that's like at that point, if I'm quitting now, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You get what I mean? Like there's really no option with it. I'm not going to say that I'm going to sit here and be perfect all the time and then complain about not getting the results I want. I'm not going to complain. If I don't get the results I anticipated, I'm going to assume I didn't put the amount of work in that I needed. Like I'm not going to blame anybody else. I know that I'm going to make something happen for myself one way or another. I know my goals, I know my dreams, but the beautiful thing about my dreams is they're just helping other people too. Like it's either I'm going to be put on and I'm going to help people the rest of my life be put on, or I'm just going to keep working and eventually I'm going to find somebody to put on and we're going to get that person there. And I don't even care if I don't even have a credit on their name. That's going to be an experience I live with, and I know that having these good connections is going to eventually benefit my life. So Just keeping it G. We were just talking about all these schools, like the schools in our area have issues now, and like and there's no good school to send your kid to. Well, I'm hoping if I can get active with this community, maybe we could change that. Maybe we can make a difference in this. Maybe, like, you know what I'm saying?
Your goal. What's your goal? I know it's your dream. Entertainment.
My
What's
goal,
your
bro.
goal, though?
My goal.
You sound like you want to stay close to home.
Yeah, my goal is to like 100%.
Impact your community. So
This is my goal. All right, I could just say it bluntly to you. There's a building downtown. I know exactly which one it is, and I'm not trying to speak this out loud. I'm just letting people know what it is so they can go back to this and reflect on it, because this is going to happen, bro, one way or another. So there's a building downtown. My goal, my dream, my anticipation. This is my goals and my dreams kind of align, because I'm gonna chase my goals just like I chase my dreams, because they're the same thing and they're gonna work out. You know what I'm saying? Is to wake up at 6 in the morning. Maybe hop on an electric bicycle, you know. Maybe hop in my car, whatever it takes. Drive down to Market Street to the building that I plan on buying. That's going to have the giant label, the Drop Dead Fred Records outside of it. Right next to the world's oldest record store. Just hype it out real quick. I think that'd be so dope, right? Try to steal my idea. I got a lot of land. Fucking asshole. Sorry. Anyways, hop up and down there. Open up the doors. Music Academy, record label, everything going on in there. Really, like, every day at 3. So from 7 to 3, we're just doing sessions. You know what I mean? Like, we're doing things in the community that are helping. Whether it's a podcast rental studio, whether it's a photo shoot. This place got 6 floors, bro. So when I'm saying, like, we could have a different entertainment type of idea on each floor, when I go from videography to podcast studios to music studios to the top 2 floors to being bunking and classrooms and workshops for, like, kids to go after school and just have a place to be, where, like, when I, like, think of a kid like Cam, like my boy Cam, picture him as a kid in high school and knowing how talented he is now. Thinking about how much he would have impacted, like, he already has impacted people. So I think about how much how much it would have impacted, and it will, because we'll do this. Him down there watching, like, having kids watch this kid, this young guy. He looks like a kid, but he's a grown man, but he looks young. But he has talent behind a keyboard, and that gives people hope. Like, when and somebody young and ambitious for that. Having Cam being able to teach them how to make beats, and having somebody like Tim teach them how to record themselves, and then teaching them how to market themselves if that's what they want to do, make a brand and actually make something marketable, and, like, show people how to get right with their money and not blow it and not be idiots. So that's the goal, bro. And then to leave every day at 5, and then knowing that place is straight, that place is good, because, like, nobody wants to mess with a place that's just helping everybody.
I think there's somebody around here that I can link you in with. Shout out my boy Ian Valente. Ian used to make music. I don't know if he still does. Good dude. Really, really good dude. Christian. And that's exactly kind of he did something just like that downtown. He opened up a gym with a basketball court and after school activities for kids, and he's your age.
That's what I'm talking
you know
about.
what I mean, bro?
Yeah.
And
shout out him, bro.
You know what I mean, dude? Like, that's somebody I could definitely hook you up with. He's a super, super good guy. And, you know, that might be something you can put in motion with somebody,
Yeah,
you know,
bro.
who's already been through the process of getting something like that started.
Definitely. That's important. And that's another thing I want to take a side piece. Is, like, that's something that, like, on the podcast I've been interviewing artists, but, like, that's, like, really, like the bio of the YouTube. And I don't have much time, so if you have a lot of questions, just type anything else you want after this. On the YouTube, it says shine light on creativity, something like that. Like, I would love to be able to, like, my whole goal is this, like, being here, being like this, whether it's cringy or whatever not. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying, gosh, it's real. It's just me. Like, this is, like, what you're gonna see me be. Like, I'm a weirdo in front of a camera because I'm a human being. I'm not fucking perfect, but that's where you see, like, maybe not me because I'm not, like, the best. Somebody like this Ian Valente getting his organic and his real life on camera, watching these kids flourish and do something positive, and he's not doing it for the camera. And that's what makes it so beautiful on camera, is because when you capture something that somebody did not for a camera, it's a different type of authentic.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's what I really
It's
want to
like
do with
it's
this
like
show.
why are you gonna go out and film yourself going to give to charity?
Right. I want to make skits like
piece of
that. We're
shit.
going to. Matter of fact, you're going to see some skits like that coming up.
Oh
of
yeah, I just heard you record me giving something to the homeless. Like, oh shit, you need some cigarettes? I got you, bro.
Facts, bro. Because it's just wild. It's all for like, I'm actually a piece of shit degenerate, and I don't know what I'm doing with my life. But I feel like I've had a lot of people reach out to me about the show, and like, not that it's popping, but like, dude, all the love that it's gotten, I appreciate all of y'all.
Yeah, your boots off the ground, bro. You just getting started.
Yeah, definitely. We ain't even like 10 episodes in. I think this is episode 10, but we got mad stuff planned, bro. So I just wanted to take a second and say I appreciate every single one of y'all. I really love the fact that it's resonating well. Like, that's like not, I didn't do it for everybody to tell me that they love it, right? But everybody that told me so far that they enjoy this show and they like what I'm doing, or they want to get on the show, I appreciate you. And there is not one person that reached out to me so far that I will not have on this show, because I believe that everybody has something in them. I'm not gonna invite you on right this second if my mind's not gonna be in the right space for it. Like, that's just it. So if I have not reached out, made a date or anything, it's just because literally I'm going to be tapped in when I'm tapped in, and when I'm not, I'm with my family. And that's why I try to I always think, oh, should I post on Instagram and say, I'm sorry, I'm not posting? No, I'm not going to do that. But I will make a video right now. If you're watching 18 minutes into this, right, it's going to be more because we have another video. But if you're watching 18 minutes into this, then you understand and you know that I'm not doing this as an act. I'm just trying to be real. So that being said, I'm not going to be able to post all the time. I will be getting to that point. And just so you know, when that is, I hope you still tap it. I hope you still fuck with it. That's going to be me working all day on a Sunday and getting everything scheduled for the week. And then I'm going to be leaving it alone for the week. And that's the plan. So if you're this far in, you can know the plan. You're a real one. I already know. I know who you are. I already know who be watching the whole thing. You be hitting me up and talking about the show. So I already know what it is. Like, I already know. So I appreciate every single one of you, and I love it. So that being said, if I'm never not active, I wanted y'all to know that, because I always think about posting that, but I don't think I'm famous, so I don't feel like the need to. I'm not trying to be like Justin Bieber, like, oh, I'm not going to be active on social media, because I'm not Justin Bieber. I get that. I'm never trying to be that. So sometimes that kind of sucks. Like, you think about posting, and then you hate people that post shit like that, so you're like,
I get it completely. Before we go,
yeah, bro.
what kind of projects you got coming out? Projects,
Absolutely.
music, singles, albums. What we talking here, man?
Bro, we are going to. I want y'all to peep. I'm about to flood the waters, but we're gonna start with my anticipated album for myself called Family Over Everything. It's been sitting on the rack for a while, and it needs to come out. We need to have a couple tweaks. It's been re-recorded 2 times so far. We got 8 tracks on it. We got an expanded edition coming, which we're kind of working out. Whether, like, we're definitely putting features on it. We're just trying to see who's gonna fit right with the product, because it is a product and it is a story. So this one that I'm about to drop, just keep an eye out on. I want to do mad collaboration projects. Definitely with you, bro. Oh, I know that me and you, I'm not gonna speak too much on it, but
For sure.
just look out. I got shit coming with Mr. Tanaka. And also, me and Young E are talking about doing a project. I know that my boy Lovesick is looking to get me on a project, so keep an eye out. Besides that, if I have it in the bag after I drop this Family Over Everything album, you should just peep SoundCloud or YouTube probably every week. I'm gonna try to drop something a little bit new, a little bit fresh, even if it's not something that I completely think, oh, I love this song. I want it out there, and because I think I can put every song together well enough to be releasable, and I just really want to be able to go and say, oh, I have this many tracks out. And I think having a year, like, you can release something on SoundCloud in January, and you can re-release it on all platforms in July, and it won't make a big difference. I feel like if it goes viral, we might have to do it sooner, but I feel like the marketing is the main thing. But on that, we got to dip.